You
Yeah.
got to
Pay
clean the
attention.
airbrush.
Yep.
So how the airbrush, let me switch over to this camera here and zoom out a little bit. So the airbrush disassembles, all right? So this bit on the back screws off, and there is a collet nut. This is a collet nut, and it holds this needle in place, and that's what lets the paint out. So you have to pull it out and clean it off. That's supposed to happen. So don't lose any of the
Should you
bits.
should you disconnect from the air hose first?
I have not, and the reason why I have not is I
Okay.
will use Air Assist to clean it. Okay,
Okay, right on.
so I'm going to clean this and make sure that that's good and clean.
Matt, is
And
that
you
an
got to be,
Iwata?
yeah, it is. So and these bits out here in front, they unscrew, and they're little tiny things. So if you get a clog, you got to unscrew these things. They come with wrenches. I've misplaced one of my wrenches, so I can't really get it off. But um, you got to you got to get in here and clean these fine little bits. So um, and then what I do here is once I've got as much of this disassembled as I can, I'm gonna go back in here and put water in it and run air through it. And then once I've got it as clean as I can get it this way, I will run the airbrush cleaner through it too. So, and this cup will have residual, but once there is a little bit of paint that gets under here in the bottom of this, um, underneath the needle, that's hard to get out. So, and then what I'm going to do is my last step is to take some of the airbrush cleaner itself, which is kind of a soap, and put a couple drops in there and run that through. So, and then you leave things out to dry. Questions? Have I missed
Can you use
anything?
a
Have
Q-tip? Can you use a Q-tip to the?
It's a little too linty.
Okay.
I'd worry about getting debris in there.
Right.
Um, uh, these parts are extremely fine, and the tip on the needle especially is very, very fine. It's they're very precise, and you don't want to bend it or drop it. You've got to be very, very careful with all of this. So, and that's what there is to it.